Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Thomas & Friends Home Media Reviews. This review is on Curious Cargo. And before we get started here, I just want to mention that this release features one of the greatest Thomas characters to ever grace our television screens, Mr. Giraffe. I mean, Mr. Giraffe is just a cornerstone of the Thomas & Friends franchise. Mr. Giraffe, he should have been written into the Railway series just to make the Railway series that much better. This is completely 100% not satire. I am completely being 100% serious here. Mr. Giraffe is the greatest Thomas character of our generation. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right into the history section of Curious Cargo. So Curious Cargo was only released once in the US in January of 2012. This release kicked off the year for Thomas & Friends in 2012. But did it kick it off with a success? Well, we'll wait till it recommends to give my feelings about that. However, as I usually do, now with these new CGI releases that are only released once, I'm going to mention some DVD packs that Curious Cargo could be found in the UK. So this could be found in the 10 DVD box set, the reprint from 2014 that had a Tale of the Brave theme. It could also be found in the Friends Together box set, which sounds kind of weird. Sounds like Engine Friends over here in the US, which wouldn't come out for another few months. So that's your history on Curious Cargo. Let's go ahead and jump right into the close-up section of Curious Cargo. Redundancy. Let's just move on. Alrighty, everyone, here's your close-up look at Curious Cargo. Starting off here, we got Thomas & Friends logo, Curious Cargo, again with the very interesting font. I really like how this title looks. It's not a very good title, but it looks awesome. And then there's Thomas right there on the front with the giant giraffe sticking his head through the cargo logo. So that's kind of fun. On track for a wild delivery. Whoa, dude, this really gets me excited. On the side, Hit Entertainment logo, Thomas & Friends logo, Curious Cargo, scroll on down here. I'm just going to keep saying it's a portrait of Thomas because I'm so used to saying that. So it's a portrait, it's a rectangle, but it's a portrait with the giraffe behind Thomas, distributed by Lionsgate. Just dropped it on the back there. That giraffe just looks unsettling. I'm sorry, but like that does not look right. I don't know what it is about it, but it just doesn't look right. Thomas & Friends logo, UPC code, all aboard for a wild ride. Your very short blurb about what's on the disc and such. That's one of the shortest ones I think I've ever seen. Thomas and Percy there on the back with Percy with some of his animal friends, because Percy's New Friends is on this release, I think, and what a bad episode that was. Bonus features. Okay, now finally focused. Find What Doesn't Belong game, determination, song, karaoke, music, video, and exclusive activities in phone driver Perkins. I've already gone on rants about this in the past two HMRs. I'm not going to say it again, but this is not a bonus feature. Tech specs and stuff down here on the bottom with FBI warning over there. Open this up. Eco case again. And your disc, which is kind of a squished up version of the poster art, but it's really the bottom half of this and the back of this, because that's the giraffe's head from the back right there. So it's kind of not really a squished up version of the poster art, but it also kind of is. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and transition into our menu tour for Curious Cargo. Alright everyone, here's your menu tour for Curious Cargo. This actually isn't very similar to the DVD poster art on the front. It's actually more similar to the art on the back. So that's actually a very interesting change. One of the only interesting things about this release. So, same four options as always. Episode selection, that giraffe still creeps me the hell out. What episodes do we have? Thomas's tall friend, Percy's new friends, Toby and Bash, more like belongs in the trash, and Big Bell. Language selection, I can already tell you what we have. It's English, Spanish, and French. Oh boy. Again, like I said in Rescue on the Rails' menu tour last week, these releases, they're just so by the book. They don't feel unique in any way. They feel cut and paste, and it doesn't give me any motivation to actually, act like I care about these, because I don't. Bonus features. Find what doesn't belong game and determination song, karaoke music video, and trailers. You know what? I'm going to break the rules here. I am not going to play that game because the games up to this point have been completely lackluster in every way, shape, and form, and I just don't want to play them. I just don't want to play them for one thing, and plus I don't want to elongate this HMR out for so long that you guys think I'm just doing it for ad revenue. I'm not. I swear. I'm doing this because I like it. I hate the fact that all of these releases are so cut and paste right now that it's draining my creative process, you know? But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for the Curious Cargo menu tour. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? eBay, local hobby store, or anywhere online you never find it in stores? Wow, I said that really fast. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? No, not that I've seen. Number 3, should you pick this product up? Here's where I start to get, I wouldn't say angry with the CGI releases, but I definitely get more critical of them around this point in time. Curious Cargo, to me, is kind of the beginning of the end for the CGI series, which, I know, right? You know, we had Season 13, Season 14. Oh man, those weren't the beginning of the end, Lego Lover. You like those seasons? No, I think both those seasons are bad in their own ways. However, this release features episodes from Season 15, which is notorious for being one of the worst Thomas seasons ever made. That and Season 14, both of which are terrible, again, in their own ways. Curious Cargo is just bad. I mean, these episodes are definitely not the worst, but they're nothing to write home about at all. I mean, they're so meandering. No, it's a not recommend. You should not pick up Curious Cargo. I'm sorry, Mr. Giraffe, but your amazing character cannot save this release. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1. And number 5, what price should you pay? $5. That's what this is worth, $5. I paid like $3 for it. I was the only bidder on the auction when I paid for this. So, yeah, I bet the seller didn't think they'd sell this one. So that's the home media review for Curious Cargo. I think this one's going to be a bit of a shorter one. I'm not sure. I don't really know what the runtime of these are until I put them into the software and edit them. So it might be shorter. Hell, it might be longer. Who knows? Next week, however, is the HMR for one of the worst Thomas and Friends releases I have ever seen in my life. I'd forgotten how horrible this one is. I did a vlog last year watching this release around the same time as I'm posting this HMR. So my thoughts on this release have updated since then, and they are far more negative. We're talking about Up, and Away next week. So I'll see you all then. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.